Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furukube punti mpunasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furukube punti mpunasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furukube punti mpunasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furukube punti mpunasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furukube punti mpunasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furukube punti mpunasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furukube punti mpunasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furu kube puntim punasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furu kube puntim punasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furu kube puntim punasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furu kube puntim punasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furu kube puntim punasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furu kube puntim punasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti gara furu kube puntim punasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you. Wati unkensen. Kwabena. Keja guma mniyanko. Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma Bemeti Garafru Kube Puntimpunasi Sokode. No Akanchra Katabin say you. What you can say? Kwabena, Keja Guma Marianko. Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma Bemeti Garafru Kube Puntimpunasi Sokode. No Akanchra Katabin say you. What you can say? Kwabena, Keja Guma Marianko. Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma Bemeti Garafru Kube Puntimpunasi Sokode. No Akanchra Katabin say you. What you can say? Kwabena, Keja Guma Marianko. Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma Bemeti Garafru Kube Puntimpunasi Sokode. No Akanchra Katabin say you. What you can say? Kwabena, Keja Guma Marianko. Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma Bemeti Garafru Kube Puntimpunasi Sokode. No Akanchra Katabin say you. What you can say? Kwabena, Keja Guma Marianko. Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma Bemeti Garafru Kube Puntimpunasi Sokode. No Akanchra Katabin say you. What you can say? Kwabena, Keja Guma Marianko. Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berma Bemeti Garafru Kube Puntimpunasi Sokode. No Akanchra Katabin say you. What you can say? Kwabena, Keja Guma Marianko. Bobie Ansah. Berma be meti garafuru kube punti mpunasi sokode. No wakanchira katabi nse you. Wati unkense. Kwabena. Keja guma mni yanko.
That is why they frown on polygamy, not because of culture. Because when you are a single man in the West, you pay a higher tax. Once you get married to your spouse, your household tax reduces your individual tax liability. So then imagine if they allowed one man to have 4 wives, he will pay less tax to their exchequer. It is about money for the West. That is why they have criminalized polygamy. It's not about culture. And so they should not follow money and ask us to accept something that is culturally reprehensible. Mr. Speaker, let me go to the legal part. Our constitution has been dealt with, but when you read the report, those who argue against this bill say that Ghana is a signatory to international rights, the conventions and treaties. Very true. But Mr. Speaker, what they fail to do is they think that all of us don't read, but some of us do read. And Mr. Speaker, all the conventions that they have quoted in their memos to the committee, we would establish the fallacy of their positions. Mr. Speaker, the African Charter on Human and People's Rights in Article 17 says this: every individual shall have the right to education. 17.2, every individual may freely take part in the cultural life of his community. But 17.3 says, the promotion and protection of morals and traditional values recognized by the community shall be the duty of the state. This is the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. So it says the promotion of morals and traditional values. So what morals are we talking about? What traditional values are we talking about? This is the convention Ghana has signed up to. And so this bill is in line with that convention. In fact, Article 18 of the same African Charter says the family shall be the natural unit and basis of society. It shall be protected by the state, which shall take care of its physical health and morals. The state shall have the duty to assist the family, which is the custodian of morals and traditional values recognized by the community. So if we say the family, what is the family? Is it a man and a man, or a woman and a woman, or a man and a woman with their children? We have our traditional values. Mr. Speaker, they always make reference to the UN Declaration on Human Rights. The UN Declaration on Human Rights in Article 2, I read, it says everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration without distinction of any kind. And these are the distinctions it makes: race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth or other status. Mr. Speaker, I want to make it clear in this hallowed chamber that there is a clear distinction between sex and gender. Complete distinction. Sex is a biological construct. Gender is a social construct. Sex is binary, male or female. It is the source code for even computer science, 0 and 1. To be a male, you have the XY chromosome. To be a female, you have the XX chromosome. There is no other combination known to science. However, gender is a social construct. That is why in some countries, as we speak today, they have 48 gender identities. In some, they have 100. So gender is a social construct. In this country, our social construct of gender is male and female, as our constitution demands and recognizes. So, Mr. Speaker, even the UN Declaration on Human Rights does not make gender the basis for discrimination or enjoyment of rights. It says sex. And once it is sex, it is male and female. So if you change your sex as assigned at birth, cosmetically or surgically, you are flouting the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, in Article 18.3, again another international convention they quote, it says the freedom to manifest one's religion or beliefs may be subject only to such limitations as are prescribed by law and are necessary to protect, here is the cause, public safety, public order, public health, or morals or the fundamental rights and freedoms of others. Mr. Speaker, when you look at the Ghana AIDS Commission's own data, men having sex with men are a
parliamentary NGO of
walking back their steps.
Includes our cultural and social values. In every community in this country, we know of somebody who is a homosexual, and that is why every community in this country, we know of somebody who is a homosexual, and that is why our language has a description for that practice. There is nowhere.
Honorable members, let's be tolerant. Please, let's listen to her. I mean, you'll get.
If our language has a description for a practice, it means it exists, unless you want to dispute that fact. However, I am not interested in what anybody does in the privacy of their own home, in what any sexual activity anybody indulges in the privacy of their own home, homosexual or heterosexual. It is incumbent on us as members of parliament to craft a piece of legislation that protects the fundamental human rights of all Ghanaians, regardless of whatever beliefs they may have. We swore as members of parliament. Now if you listen to me, maybe you will see where I'm coming from. Relax. Because you have an assumption which is wrong.
Honorable members.
Let's listen.
Honorable members, the murmuring will not solve the problem. Please, let's be tolerant.
It is
You'll get opportunity
on
to
us.
also do your contribution, please. Yes, Honorable, let's hear you.
It is incumbent on us as members of parliament to craft a piece of legislation that is not in conflict with our constitution or existing legislation. And so I commend the committee for the extensive work that they have done to clean up the bill that was presented to us and to come up with the amendments that they have proposed. And if the sponsors of the committee will bear us out, we took active interest in the work at the committee stage because of our interest in crafting a piece of legislation which respects the constitution and the laws of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, I'm glad that ultimately the document that has been presented largely states the position of the majority of Ghanaians on this matter and captures the feelings of the states, of our citizens as at now. A few years ago, His Excellency the President was granting an interview in Canada and was asked a similar a question, and he indicated that at this particular point in time, there is no sentiment in this country for legalizing LGBTQ or same-sex marriages at this point in time, which is exactly what Honorable Appiah-Kubi indicated, that no member of this House is against the principle of this legislation, because we all know from the communities we come from that there is nobody who is advocating same-sex marriage or for the promotion of this activity in our community. Maybe 100 years from now, there may be, you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Please, he said maybe doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Honorable members,
maybe 100 years from now, some Ghanaians may decide that they want it. You and I will not be there. Now it is also interesting that the amendments proposed by the committee largely restates and expands the provisions on unnatural carnal knowledge in our criminal code as at today. But Mr. Speaker, Section 99 of Act 29, which has been observed more in the breach, is gender neutral. And so, for the avoidance of doubt and for the information of all Ghanaians, oral sex, anal sex, regardless of whether it is between man and man, or woman and woman, is illegal under our law. So if there's anybody who is practicing oral sex or anal sex today on a man or a woman, please note that what you're doing is against the existing law of this country, because it is a natural carnal knowledge. And so I will urge any woman, any young girl who is being subjected to any such practice under the guise of heterosexual sex to know that what she is being asked to do is against our law, and to seek help from the police to stop that act from happening. Mr. Speaker, oral sex is a natural carnal knowledge. Anal sex is a natural carnal knowledge. Use of sex toys is a natural.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past. The NPP cannot be underestimated.
Yenyanum MPP ebedi ntro se moto abama mia meba free SHS no metwam. Eno anom de ye campaign. Meanwhile intro. If we say free SHS no 2016 any shall say. There shall say ni day students. You can say day student be a school be a untiashe. And you say Afia Eba 2017 September 2016 academic year no ye the borders beka ho. And this afi no ye the 140,000 boarding students eka free SHS no. If we say Constitution, let's say we should do it progressively. Ain't not yeah progressive. Every year near the Biakon, every year near the Biakon. Copim say Yebeko Bia. And almost on Bayano immediately. Immediately I almost on Bayano. And no any day or how Abeto Awofonoso. Because Ansah now be share free HSS or share who making sure say dormitories were home. I ain't no beja baby ada. Also making sure say classrooms were home. I'll benya baby there. Also make
Simadia Samienu Abo Apa. No me no ha across 100.5 farm. This is the Citizen Show. Welcome on board, ladies and gentlemen. Yeman pim pim ni dom a dom pim pim piankoma. Yemama Kwabena every surunko midin. Edinana otu dako metram ama the commander of all commanders. Commander Boham Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Who said me joining here on Facebook, Mr. Ramo, that is how you form your opinions. Join the conversation. Send no messages, brah. Enter your baking kind in I'm on a crow 100.5 of farm. Welcome on board, ladies and gentlemen. Destroyed. Let's go.
Living in the world, my brother. Living in the world, my sister.
It's not real not Ghana, yes, say. Radio stations in Edundum. It drew say, and I saw back up and Obiatie and Noir and a cry FM. Yet the Citizen Show because and you cannot correct it to me. Obiatie, no Biache, you know Biache, you better to me and him, you better cannot correct him, send you say.
Living in the world.
The Ghana 40 me John Dramani Mahama and him can no credit to me to the Yams Yabahana now to Dankwaku Faro. When him, you better no crash now.
That is why.
Yenya Brisa Crodomino. Yenya Brisa Jano. Yenya Briso Jatana.
All our friends will be drinking all the beer. Hey, 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 hey. We want to know about the Kamala.
There are a lot of issues, and it was a Kahwasam. And was some penny for that tenacity. Now, you're best in Sam because we're passing near to Canabasanes. It was a can Sambi. It was a dinko, and everything.
There is no beer. That is why we be drinking all the beer. For when we'll go in right.
Etiabiana would say, or Camu, and I said, Trotro, and I a taxi. Yamamuna Kwaba, Ebia would say. Our office and I would say, oh, fear and Powana. Ete, Yasham Quanquania say, Yamobibia Kwaba. All right, so joining us on Facebook, Kwame NS, good afternoon. You're doing great job. Mahunum Safila Elempele. And so I join you, Nuruddin, Seidu, I see you. Kwame Banaman, and so add the information about Facebook across 100.5 farm. Alexander Kase, Mahunu message. Sanso, Anna Jamal Osman, Loti Jones. I see all of you. Beautiful messages there. Me patron also betting me I join it. Messages are yes and Kunalise, Johnson, Clifford, Jennifer Boache, Prophetic K, I see you. I see a lot of people. Andrews, Kwabena, all of you, welcome.
Living in the world, my brother. Living in the world, my sister.
Now, video no, manya biya there.
You living in the world.
Na mu refi na sayan na na da kwaku fado ne bufu ye. Asa ya bo Ghana anthem. Na ohini bi ansore. Sa mu refi. And ye bebo videos ni nyina asrem.
We don't wanna know about that.
But you see, and Pennyfo said, what is good for the goose is equally good for the gander. Say, I am pastor or hini be sorry. Esan say, ya bo Ghana anthem. Ana or hini niti one more. Ye me say, who say, Adenti. Na do dan kwaku fado. Abra, ya bo Ghana anthem. Ne bani ye call. Wait, Mantiano. These are questions we must probe this afternoon. Hey, Yanji, I can free Jubilee House. Yanji, I can free Flagstaff House. It will be anyone more better. I say, I am Mukruma. They're not politicians, be a payroll. It will be anyone more better than any Mukruma. ya crowd say ya be yadwuma ama Ghana ye no amount of intimidation can stop the project of destiny. Now to the Ghana Kasabafo, Berimana, was so many free through some fans and Pamela Pano. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the voice for the voiceless. This is the gatekeeper of the nation.
All our friends will be drinking all the beer.
That's right. Yes, indeed, in heaven there is no beer, and that is why we are drinking all the beer. Yes, it's a temple. No, not the enemy. I say. It was a chairman for say and your priest acrodomino. And Empire Jofia. Empire Jofia. Once and the actors in there come wabom, Omo Cabino. And the journalists are who do come wabom, Omo Cabino. Nurses, the doctors are who do Omo Tiatia, Omo Cabino. Omo Crumpet room, Sikan Woodjani, Amaya School Crumpo, Akatia. It took some of us and your dress in Peso, Kano Crutch Rabino, and San Omo yesterday. Now they come on to me, yeah, the MPP travel. Hey, we are Dankwa, we are Buzia, we are Dombo. They are yesterday, Okuma.
Some are really going to hate you. Some are really going to love you.
What's in your canoe? Some are really going to hate you, and some are really going to love you. Be people, baby, I can watch them. Canoe crack, no man, because it is unthinkable, say, what him point to honor. Now, the Dankwa Kufa say, yeah, but Ghana anthem, I'm sorry. To some extent, some of us may agree with the president because Ghana anthem is a symbol of nationalism. And to a point, no, yes, I'm going sorry. But everyone is saying, no, no, yet Siano, I want to pay him, and Posabio, he cranky and 10 bedroom. So now, nothing can cook for Miss and the Bebo table. Nana Kufa do Badia, yeah, but the same Ghana term, Nana Kufa do it here went to Banka. Is this a nation or it's a farm? Let's do it this way. Let's Rafael Safon Chenkomo, NPP, Ashanti Regional Youth Organizer. He's an also ardent proponent for the Bawumia camp in Timira, Ejinem Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia. Rafael, yeah, Kwaba. Now, anyone to say? I didn't say who I buy cram podium. And Caminia, I buy our Hokran, case me did peche. I mean, Tonka. My cat and song can show. Now, Bobie was sort of one commander begot another commander. I'm having. Now, she's open so childish to her now. Pia. Minimum say about down. You be share near Dinkomo. But I who's seeing with CTV. Into Uba Accra, Brazil TV, so you Dinkomo. Now, Kwakwa money the dimba. Women like Robo Forma. My catcher and say me about watching. Class from there. Aye. Minimum fan of what. Kwame Befro. Yeah, but you come more. Again, there cost so Alisa Hotel. You can't be a million. Your party said your party wants to say, I bring your Kwabena, you have two polling stations, you have two constituency, you have two region, you have two national. The last election, Ansah parliamentary year, the flag bearers position. As part of a organization, and I say, and you might say, near two flag bearers for nation, we are away. The food too, and I pick a form, so I'm multi party name. Na your party in you monitor say, baby, a borrow in the bedroom. A bedroom in the penum. It's a say it's so many benny penum. Okay, they are comma a delegate na to swaba. But I fast now I will nipper dua and young 42 foot dua or my picky form to me so many party.
And then there has been a different argument proposed as 2014. You try this system. No, the Nippon son a pick form. So Nippon son, regional elections. The 10 regions then, you to abandon every region. But going for this election on next month, you know, some argument and also some proponents and I propose the same. Okay, I'm to abandon you in Kushia baby far. I am to abandon. But there's a precedence. In 2014, the first time I used this system, you know, young Kushia baby net to abandon. Yeah, my regional offices, we are region they are to need any cabo money a kind. A month will be this awareness. I see a car ever banner so. And the risk involved, so be factor free tamale, no bank crying, meaning I be sure I've been near to about the probability to be young when she a car in hotels in the car, and then to a yen, will be on the regional office non Cotoba. So there has been a debate, discussions, and arguments. And then we are in a party company for Nisha Lisa Hotel. In himself, I believe we are baby, now we come into conclusion. We take a decision. What I say, in 2014, we are better than the region, over to our main Washington region, okay. Matumaba. Now the whole greater car for the 16 regions will be out to we are near Kabul. So that is what as part of the discussion, and then no
my young Asante man temna Samra and Mammy D and Como so far to say at the say Urabamia in the campaign a baby and I said yen echo a funny campaign one casa.
And for the past almost 13 days, and the vice president, and also elections here, you flag by Omuyiba Oba Asante region, say only a polling season executives, consensus executives, regional executives, ABC. 47 constituencies. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, I call 47 constituencies who be our constituencies and couldn't come. And they and we free one or bar council meeting here, I also a one train. But I think the meetings was so fantastic, the message was so convincing. I've been in Ashanti region for years, Ashanti politics.
Yes.
Where Mahmoud Baumia, the kind of support our Ashanti member, I mean, I'm a those who are making the argument, and the phone Twaba Maba and all those things, I think they have been proved wrong. Ashanti region, as I speak with you, 43 MPs, they move 40 and are publicly making a pronouncement for the Mahmoud Baumia. Now, appealing support from their delegates to support the Mahmoud Baumia. The regional executives are willing to me down. I'm a regional youth organizer. I am one campaigner. I'm campaigning for Mahmoud Baumia. And out of our 17 executives, 16 of the regional executives went out to campaign for Mahmoud Baumia.
Okay.
The co-polling station executive was also massive. Baumia's campaign at Asante region has been extremely successful.
As you echo be which me name sir. Okay, so it's fine. But my person Abraham research and then somewhere to teach us out of the 10 candidates age na some pre to Franca ama MPP no emunkron apart from Uraba me apese anka abatuo no ye centralize no na ke to baby fa ko and so Ura Bamia enko say yen regional base which will be capital intensive. Don't you think say anka you resign with one worker say yeah tunu fa ko no remember kanaba for mana
we are no say nipa do na preposition no
yes
and na emu kono
that is what we are hearing.
Okay yen so aye yes so beto aba you miss me regional officer yen regional executive and MPC ne address no so gidi say you try region so to aye these are arguments. These are debates. These are different opinions.
Yes, but you understand as a brother, sir, majority carries the vote. Moya do not send say young for one particular direction. Say bako na who didn't to me.
Elections, can aspirants, no more interest me and say, "Whoa, your council of elders, your patrons be also almost no, or you know, Kwana Puma, Ultimate Faka, Mabi and Krana, Cape Kusanate, Mali, one central place." Our total on the region at least no may handle. Maybe a regional officer. Maybe just a total original. I don't want me because a better pressure the risk. Some of our car, made 2 cars, we have baby and crying. Especially when we have precedents. in 2014, I tried the same system of elections, you know. They an original base. It's a fair amount for be a diagram for my say, in region, and from one center. And so there has been a precedent. I be paying. The one many a fast so yeah, no. That's so fast one.
Precedents in your cartels too. There may have been a precedent, but no near yastic, said by contravention. I beg your pardon, said by a historical antecedent, and not change now, you new suit for the present. I mean, you're quite an Samra. So the fact said 2012, 2010, and 1900, BBC, let's say we must repeat. You bet, Master Son.
But the way be that, why we cut down, so very crying, the Dawada. Harmful so be anyone. Why do you change an existing policy of so be anyone? That is a very solid argument. Someone would give say internal region like me, no. There's a precedence.
Okay. All right.
That is the reason why party company almost the final decision.
All right. Ralph. Me patroben kati gina so mai ye no unua Solomon Owusu ono nso unua Solomon Owusu we MPP ni mapa na emom ono nso ye ardent proponent for Alanchira Maten enti enamo mienu mo fam face so anyway abusuan to kwa enti na normal ora solo oti enka ye mo akwa bra metron catch sana me catch Ralph oye ye won kai me onso metron catch so me nua ni o bibia be fine okay I know my home so am menim say wa follow near Koso or Lisa Hotel fine to ye against the super delegate or annual delegate conference say you be flag bearership in ho Yane Wunia Raphael Safo MPP Asante Mantem Youth Organizer Twen Komo a wujinemu ema baamia na question na yibisa no say na yetete say anka enkro apart from owura baamia pese ye centralize elections no and so owura baamia susu say anane kam susu say anka yento no regional base sanet here na sasem we team Alanchira Maten mo gene say oni wachire okay what yanko yanko you manage yanko yete also there be also more person a rig elections in a person to original base. Say over ba me person we elections no. Ralph gina so mu nyina mu gina so enti Ralph with you. Our regional executive. Okay. Okay. So. Ralph, we did now. So, mame. Solo. Hello, Solo. I don't know now here, and I mean, baby, I was we having some challenge. I know you see your piece. We you see your piece, Anna. Hey, Emo, just a band or power and TB, be a crash of the simple crama in the Bluetooth. Yeah, Traba Casa de Mai, yet you. I uniante, and you know, sign repeating sound of mine. Near tin is also Rabamia. I per se, Uvia Batun, Munisanti, number C at regional base, and some per se centralizing. Yes. Yanko.
Yes, no one can't say it. Young Papa, and we'll go here at the radio. Now, I can't say it. And what up for? I'm in the round. Any time you almost a photo for Rabia. Now, you have to have our results not when the free and not the regular. Now, grab a jacket. What? All that jacket. Or no, you regular you for the right. What would ever share a panel to a radio? Or no, our candidate was then I ever one of the campaign. When the year was so about those are friends said. Yanya Mamma did the results in because one with a new election. Look, but the bodies have no matter.
Okay.
Was it? Yanya president of the war.
Aye.
Because in 2014, Kanye, yes. And at the time of the election, the reforms held over.
Your call has been put on hold. Please wait. Your call has been put on hold. Please wait.
Transparent ballot boxes and the back. Then you use black and white voter ID. If I get satisfied, let you obey photo ID. And this who win for any no photo ID. And say about black and white ID.
Yes, I mean,
Solo, maybe I 1 minute. Raf, much answer. You're coming in, I won't say. Okay, so what I'll do is that you have about a tough amount, so you can respond. All right, Solo, maybe I saw. Aye.
Okay. Yes, that's a democracy 20 and 1992. You're poor, man. You're poor, but as to ballot box, you yes, you one. Yes, they say no. Or see, you improve at the poor battle, transparent ballot boxes. You see one. Your sounds why you are being your biometric register and the verification because it's okay, let's see, you improve upon the process. It took a cut to say because 2014, Daniel, thinking that and was set as one. Then you are easy, you don't even understand the practical because you want to
okay. But okay, so that point is made. And Sanama call Mira Savosono. You made a wild allegation, sir. But me amo pese omuvia elections no. And no nti pese me no original base. Meanwhile, nanko wura asafo ka say asabi you onu say our sentimentum. It is say obetu afra sentimentum aba ebi aba bi te say enkran no. Oto ho no ansanka beboa. Enti nko hunu say no kura be simple. Bi ante na fie. Don't to aba. And that to say some person omuvia mu no, uni evidence bi ana wo bi.
Oh, now they are First of all, you win at the
okay.
Now, their only hope that Zimbabwe only hope for Kawata anything that you have got for Kwaba. Not I don't want in the special delegate, you know. At that one, no, they are say, oh. I was trying to do on the plan that then special delegate to Obama and that is the call. Ako hire home, ako a 4th November, and they want it in the regional, at the regional level. Send me there. What is the regional level? Your regional minister, regional chairman, and to all your constituency executives, no other. Oh, there be a DC now down, not all the most. DC now down, so them our contract. And do dollar DC now, to change out to court this side.
Okay, my Emma Raf, Mati, hold on. My Emma Unia Rafa Safon so respond. Okay, so Minia so local potini in Aku, you said, Obanyan Koda, Omo Minimum Costro, Sebita Frache, a Bruce no Moncoda, Bruni Bamu, and so to no man who now sorry who say for my fault. Na ne tie tia ne tintim nyina say o ma hunu say mo mutimba o me am pese mo wiem movie abanum enu ntina mo pese ye to no regional base no because who for instance no we regional executive and ka esa we father for all esa ka ugina ba bia you shouldn't take side me no ka say ugina amabamia na yakoto origin ya sentimental for instance o mo chance ne say mo so na mo kwehwe abato no so no mo koye ana so mo bai etien ye de sombu emu oduro ne ye de abo na mo so mo yi mo ha no say
Linia. Edu sendina ni solo already so a. Ya me become so solo for MPP papa. Don't go there. Don't go there. Hold on, don't go there.
Solo.
Papa. You will behave hardly like how you have been behaving.
Okay, solo. There are times. Solo Timmy. No. But me and my friend Timmy cassette Timmy. Pacho, I'm moderating the show. Open so better na kunya na major call. Timmy cassette Timmy. Me my time no oyedin. So let's also give him a fair time. Ovie na ebia some banter bebe mu a. You can do the banter. Yes, I can be in your Dutch. All right, Safi Yanko.
Okay, but as many are Yamin Mosu close to the other three file. We need your way. My district, you see him talk out. At the air cost, no, but fit work a crab and the muscle and says, we tear the one. In several party elections and campaign, you. Omana Buffon in Coffin. Omana Kuman in Coffin. You kind. Oh, Captain, me a regional officer. Yes, indeed, me a regional officer. Your own human said, by elections, and your regional elections, I may conduct you. This is a national election, sir. A year under the control and management of the national officers. The national executives, you know, and organize the elections. Listen to your party, I'm missing no votes. Listen to our voice. Listen to our interest. Listen to our banner. Say, I am a regular officer, and I have conducted elections. I'm a constituency officers, yeah. Overcast, I'm a referee, you know.
Okay, but Ralph, the electoral commissioner, for instance, will vote, and yet electoral commissioner is a referee. Can you imagine, sir, Mami Jimen such as a Metuabanama NDC, and I'm a Tuabanama MPP, and I'm a support to John Mahama, and I'm a support to Akufo-Addo. Hold on a second. I'll give you latitude. Allow me. It may support to A, and I'm a support to B. And the outcome of the elections would have been determined even before arrival. So, even though you may not be the electoral commission, and I said then, we are regional executive to some extent. Regional executive now, for all MPP members in the Ashanti region, yes, sir, including Alanchina Matema, including Bamiama, including Jogatema, and all the other people who are contesting. So, where you were himself support to Bamiai. Now, you are to a regional base as executives. We were to oversight responsibility of the elections. You know. How do you want the elections to be trusted?
What you don't know, Mr. Emilia, this election is not under the control of the regional officers. On the day of election, me as a regional officer, I'll go there as a delegate.
Okay.
The election will not be under my leadership. National officers, national executives are almost superior authority over regional officers. I want to organize the elections. And what role will I play as a regional officer? No, nothing. I don't know how much you are here. Me, I'm speaking to you now, so I'm a delegate. Yes. We will grow as a regional officer. I'm a delegate with choice. Democracy, the amount of what they buy it and say freedom of association, freedom of choice. Now, without violence, the amount of come, see, as a regional officer, my position as a regional officer, I shouldn't prevent other aspirants from coming to my region. What does that mean to my prevent an aspirant from coming to the region? I have not done so. All meetings aspirants have been there. Maybe I have a choice. I have the right to choose.
Okay.
But choosing without insulting anybody. You know, already and then you put me, my better say to move out.
Okay,
but I don't do that because I love my
but
party.
okay, so before Solo one making a profound statement say when you're directly involved in the electoral process, even though we are regional executive, and you know higher powers that be and a bit taking control over the elections. Now I can give you some classic examples with reference to majority MPs in Mubia Parliament. Me about 80% openly Eddie Uraba Mechi, you know. So one would have concluded say even Penyufono Krampua Ebia they'll be in charge of sittings, in charge of say on the elections. But no declare stance did that. I know for Uraba me. And see when you sure say no kahuna Solomo etikwa pai because already no they think that the elections is compromised.
Meaning, one who said national officers are directly involved in the organization of this election will be a sorry kata. But what to say general secretary it's because almost directly organize the elections, you know. They are directly involved in the organization of the elections. Democrats have not spoken. MPs, they have votes, but they are not directly in charge of the organization of the elections.
Hold on a second.
To understand some of these things.
That's it. Hold on. Messing about so make out say Minia Hunto Abeka and Sa Ufianum bidding come up briefly. Solo near only a canon. Casa de Mame, Madama.
As a regional youth organizer, national youth organizer, opportunity implemented the year was regional for the Bepano. Now, this is a regional youth organizer together with the regional chairman. The chairman of Omobu Asante region. Because Omobu only Baumia section, there is no alarm support our Asante region on any year. It's time reckless decision. One was the now let me tell you how they want to rig the election.
Mesra Safwem Mete Casa Odianachi, Mesra. Meet you.
Well, no, as a regular youth organizer or state election, you have a stake in it. The polling station executive level, I also about you, no, on my regular youth organizer, and it's most now, when you say that police station organizer, and chairman here, you are almost say cannot be bigger than Nipa or Kudi Bottom, 350,000 copy form of a CN to the Swaba. Yeah, your take as Rapai Safaro can never be bigger than the Onono to the bottom, every Suka, Echo with a main 8% of conscience of the people of the new Patriotic Party. Now, if you play United States, I know Muslim. And who will be playing in the year 2014. In the year 2014. And now to quote me everywhere. The electoral results is the various regional places by Nanya correct. The regular election. I'm going to tell them and they see that as their modus operandi. Because to be at the regional level, and I make a say, also the big to say, anybody else 28 years of Kwabena. This is chief executive exam, Sama exam, regional minister general. I think that before we or when you get ahead 2 pounds more. Also, and I didn't know one more. Aboya Manentia. You hold the election.
Now, Solo, I don't know. Case, no, because whether it is held with a regional balance, say about 2 Asante near 2 different regions. That's a chairman bet me for so be at what. Yes, centralizing that. Chairman and the executive, you know, any DC. This one best help push out elegate no, so they can still be forced. And so is that an argument to start?
Yes, centralizing all of us are there.
Now, Kwabena be energy.
Don't worry. I'm going to tell you what. I think cut the minds of those at the grassroots. That's all my boy come out or one I can say, that's why I need clear because they know they for the 4th of November. Alan Semanti Victor, and they are so emphatic. It's young for them because 900, no,
okay.
Vice President, and it's no good happen. In any case, the regional executive, what I said, that was in that,
What is the interest of this thing?
Okay, but so let's do the final round. But the final round, no, me shall say through solo so nam dia wie e rap. So solo unya sure say. Media. Me oba rem meet you.
Make it short intervention be azan wa ko. Say me koso.
Oh koso.
I metal repeat asking with you. So are you a true and a genuine party person? I want to join this party. I didn't need to join the political party. You see, and the party that is why some of you are even in the hello. What when you are nyabotire? I know what for do nyabotire. The party that is so cheap. Because and the whole party never direct to the regional youth organizer. Make the shit guys not openly. Not as it. This is the party. That bread woman who of the fire type before or my bread in 1996. When I remember some of these sacrifices, what is setting aside, one young boy now be easy or party you are not the right. And can you have the ball to party easy directly? So who as a regional executive don't take sides, not give their openly. Now what I'm saying, are you a true party man? Are you I want to say.
Raf, on our platform need you.
Okay, I mean,
Raf Jinaye na homa na chuchesi. Raf. Hello Raf. I think we've lost him. Hello, Ora Solo also. Okay, I think so we've lost Raf. And final lap no na bibisa say Diana Ora lunch na Matia Sonko sen Ora ba me anti any other hold on ese other candidate in tia usu say onu na ese yede ne ko na emum enye ba me because as vice president enya ma bi o ma nyina say on no techiri eti adenti na nka yen support ba me emum na usu say yen fa ma alan
ekwe o me say your party mo no your rich history Ora lunch man say modern ball wa bono table wa bono party wa bono private life you put small kind of one air contesting and see the Biafra about to point a bit. So the Ghana, you hear the other Ghana economy. So the main thing that the climate Toyota, the Asambu, and the Kanu Yuma. One year at a letter was and in Kanu Yuma, Africa continental to offer Redua, and in Kanu Yuma, business resource center, offer in Kanu Yuma. Yes, should be, yes, party at the Elena, a support month of Babin. In the year 1992, not God is come before Kuma. No, that time the run and some come with my father. No, we finance the LPP. When we saw more different time, you see that power. The buyers when you have more. Yes, I am Africa, why you know, shade or one other room. And the government in Mexico, which we are supposed to call America, is actually. Now, we are to be a minute and in this difficult times. We know here, we're quite less now.
Okay. Okay, but say ye pobia or the Ghana bekonenim. Are the rubber me or the Ghana konechi?
Oh, yeah, so far, man, compare year free. And I can just television or the media by the great transformational plan. I watch the constitution of agriculture any matter.
And only yan your bay, but who say ope obia or the Ghana bekonenim? And I'm say, Oraba Mia is the vice president. At the end of the year, Ghana, or the Ghana Konechi amount.
No, that's a walk on the champion. I'm opening after then Kwabena because of system. Then Kwabena because of everything. Then Kwabena because all the courts now witness box more for first. I can't say you and I were not.
That's all no court to them. And you're not court to the witness box. No.
Now, court, I don't know to say, oh, dear, court, I can pass that down. Say, now we do maybe one more. What was the business of going to the court? I don't want to count how much you got that for, or what them to do here. And so we get them to come. Now, see me,
okay, but that's it. Ralph. Hello, Ralph. My yenti so superior advantage bang and anka business a very big competitive edge. Then ma uraba me dance say launch the Martin no maka nyina nunti. It was a change na che say the bamia na ko name manya Alan and Kennedy and any of the other aspirant.
Minia. Many did say your party NPP. Adia yanku for their chair by human resource. company food you are almost free can you a party. Omo yam telephone bia woni die a woni Dr. Bawumia Sinchaya and Kono Akano. Ye be yini bia ze van go 2024 election. Obeya dia che do mama. But about bia ma me part already so na ba kasa me kasa twitwie e dia tia company fo animunyam fo bi. Ono abo ala ko de makin obo brawo kroma obo brawo ye party mu waye bi. Company fo nkurin aba Bawumia ka homa ne ye bi. Obiara bia abobra. Nti me kasa mu no mabɔ me ho de pa asa me kasa ntia company fo ni mu bia na sɛ me mfa kasa twitwie self to no na mesre to te so jin wo di pa the party we order ya party na when the kasa mu yi
solo ma onu yankasa solo ba onim ma onu yankasa Solo, we are not, please let us be fair to Safo, I beg you. Oh, Kasa, what you doing? Respectfully.
Yemo emen bia ne kandinia Yankopon eyino ni gidi say a party and a political party a TV petui yemo emen why na ye de ko election obetu tumi amaye all the arguments.
Okay, so then it person what say you rap about me but this will rap about me say okro no one vision ye be say so vision I don't know one farm work ku for the man successful na opese to ababa no my president say no the vision aba
would you to say you see a radio station wa mo we the producer Ansah of friend me say oh kasa radio tell ko so ba ye fan ko say ne
ye de be share me
oh ye de be say ne tanasa woni ye de be
na say am TV no so radio no so kasa NS why there
driver bia driver subanko and a mate subanko you know kasa ne ba obi o ye mate enti mate ko obetimi akire wa dwene wo kan ni twi
ba me aye mate enti na te say ba me to akufa do fa na say that is me bow it is a case abai no afelu obabi a Bawumia should be exonerated dey fa sombo no makufa do pe
Dabi and then in all the public statements that Bawumia and make unlike others or bitum say abai no positives are nyina dia fun ba fun so ba no nyina dia na dia wa making policy proposals na abai bi ya adwuma ya tumanya fun so ba ye nyina dia tum
okay
so nya konya be ya onu mampanyi a ana say candidate ono ameti
ya fancy
and I think that should be the solution of the discussion but the last advice I'm the member so when say you talk about we are nyina the say that company ono ball and collection ma te woni a obenya me me hia no na say Dr. Bawumia woni a party from many years see ta ba ko ni the collection to want to kasa ne to the kasa na ya do enya mo tre all the said that regional people can I me and friend the people to what something with it the short run change of upon home one come and no bit now mobilize this you am ma ba be yes na little did I know so far saying that the super be about the good region I'm at the regional youth you know I just say because of that now you have problem with it for me also the king who said you have a long way in this political tradition. The way and manner you have carried yourself, you know, going forward in this party, it will be so difficult. Because of how you have carried yourself, even at the youth level. Say, you do not know what we have to job at 20. Hey, let's talk more than the king. It's my memory too.
All right. So thank you, brothers, for joining us. Yeah, that's it. No, at this point, thank you. No, I'll not entertain anybody again. We are.
We thought that the rating was going down, and the over without useful exuberance, you can tell what how would you look straight into the faces of the teaming around supporters and user? Every day in the day, I would always compare to that. We are not more than you for you. Who make a tell who we are? Who are the regional youth organizer? What you have to find? I can reconcile all the sides. Is that how you behave as a regional? When you move the Mugu regional, move the Mugu Asante regional, the heartbeat of the MPP. Now,
also when they want to Mugu regional.
Oh, Mama regional, I am redundant. There is no activity because of your actions, and in as far as I can assure you, sir, on the 4th of November 2023, that victory that is coming for Ansah Martin, not even the military of this capital topic. And the other thing, and that centralized, who cause you perform to the centralized. Yeah, what we are having. Yeah, yeah, go out. So, the other years about it. You know, I'm Michelle. When I don't know. When Patel and Nobody are moving already,
Mate, but I say, yo, but name Yadin Kumavino, I am on friend or back door. Why? I need to come on. I'm a catch a mobile crash. What? Mr. Mama Crefem is CCTV, Momra TV. Yamisha, Raphael, Safway MPP. Okay. Raphael Safu MPP Asante Mantem ono Obwebwa Mabunu ano so youth organizer of Bamia Camp Ira Solomon Owusu and so MPP ni mapa ono so Alante Martin Camp ana ya no ekotwen komono straight away menu ahunto e wo fi hanom ono so yesenkyere ni mapa waba fie die yebedi enkomo na asemia ne yebeka ben den foforo ho so ono a ode bebum bra enem mte say
nyame adom dia kan
obi ne kan o se rade aye ne obeya ka ban kajagum ya
one wish me birthday.
Mr. Facha me Sansha say mama.
And then Ansah na me di me birthday. You didn't come me tie for near for nyina. And then Ansah na me di me birthday. Me bra penyi agbesi segbefia. Our Accra New Town. See you. Na de ni no see you. One wish me birthday. Wuti ewie we ka se wuti e
me wish man one
da bi they say dia bi dia atwam anti bibia e mumu
ene o de ka
and aka nyina wa pe
bra agbesi se gbefia de mpanyifo din o see you Mr. redeem your image anti momo no mani nsu
they say me pe WhatsApp wish ene bibia e mumu everything
o ma musu nyedu
na me na eye Captain Boham
okay
Commander Bobie liso na napoku and afi yanka sabi ni apenyi kwaku adu jamfina no almost celebrate mo hapa cry from team ni na
na anya adio media afi na meti anase
oh senior I don't know ka mu yanka mai yasa ni si so na wayi be ba ya yare da ho so na wayi be ba ya birthday mu omo be wish na chese wa
ye nim na ya nya dia se o se abra mu nim no me de che mu
enti na nipa no anti wo he da ba ye ha so o me on so nti wo enti ebusia for me da ba
enti unim ne pese ya mo amuti mo ma ye nkyere ye nua hunto do sisi ya Facebook ye hyase en wishe no
na ni 3 days so
it doesn't matter so you do belated
Facebook wish
enti Facebook wish will be starting wish hunto happy belated
yeah ni 3 days ago ye do ni momo wish
ni aka no ma ye ni momo
anyway video my tie une ni aka sa me nua panyin solo ene abrante ba kon safo yeah if you are sympathizes one kasa otri ho a ye yiwe bone na aye me de sebra lankodwo trematen the chitafo o ma sha se kasa o mutri ho aba no mokwa akoto no wotina so hwese de nema si koso no bibia di adanse say even the party hierarchy, the party structure, the party system omunyina are working for Bawumia. They are all working from the general secretary to the national chairman to the youth organizer to community. They are all working for Bawumia victory. How many partners? So yenye ni say ye wia e beka so ye call primaries ye wie ye nyina ye mra ne ma me ye adwuma because obi MPP wonu mu de ontimi ntene ho enti yemia ya ni yankata yani na se bi oyanchia no MPP for cast on beko primaries na nkanye ne no mo pa date ni mai Kwabena declare intention Baumia declare intention one man pepe na MPP OP nominations a Chelsea conversation be cost wo baby na obi anim party if we top eba be si ase oko Ashanti region oko other regions sene yewra alanchemante we ni a wuntumi betimi na yadwuma unse ma me find this for the anyamfato ho ene Ashanti regional chairman Nana Kwasi wo yewra sedi nketia omo besere omo be chia omo ho ba omo chitaafo ne bebire de believe say we adanko dadadwe because Nana Kwasi openly kaso no ne de ne candidate ene ofuso ampofo ena fofi antoata ena odware abam enti ebesi dan na regional chairman and national chairman yi omu hia bonte omo besire o but obi tim de especially omachi tafo ebetima kazo chairman say nketia de we mature politicians we no go beyond this oh Nana Kwasi we mature politician but we go beyond this ba mo follow we say enu bi na TSMPP mu no ene the whole mechanism said the heartbeat of MPP Ashanti region. Without Ashanti region, MPP can never win election in this country. So the heartbeat of MPP Ashanti region. The whole chairman Untumi and the LED Baumia campaign our Ashanti region. The whole regional executives and the LED Baumia campaign our Ashanti region. He said ne kene Japan Kwabena ana say alanchemati Kwabena yemisa say wo free say adwuma ben ana wuntumi be free na kuma mi say wo yama MPP awa Ashanti region na saade we kura MPP for press so dia ba omu constitution mo no e che say MPP for understanding about multi party democracy no e wo form multi party democracy MPP frontiers and our form say yeah the party ni mo no nipa omo kwa so mo beto oba edi obi oba be Frankatuni flag bearer eye 200,000 nemom ya ye ni seche we say se nipa eba be pe Frankatuni di bre no so mo bru enumu a ye be yi nipa 200,000 no ye be yi mu 900 less than 1,000 mo amuti mass asino mo calculate 900 out of 200,000 is a percentage say na benya
sign calculations
MPP national delegate here to
but before Daniel Bossman say friend no also men can so we are friend no birthday
Daniel Bossman
yeah
okay
yeah it is
but my on flash mumu
I and friend no so friend
on flash mumu na me ya
yeah
say mumu course nkwala
ehun hia pa eti mo friend fa mumu so
omo to aba eyi flag by as a delegate no omo delegate list no is over 200,000 NMPP for akwatenase penyimfo say oh 2007 nipa 17 ekoya say ngiti akasa kromfo du so ekoto abayi akromfo penyi wagu animu ase erinti no yeso omo de hye bia ba be hye omo constitution mu say omo kwa akoto omampeni Frankatuni aba na omo mbe yi omu ti so omo pesa aba no mo buru enumu a I was say out of that 200,000 delegates no you are selecting Kwabena from a special delegate omo number ni 900
out of
200,000
how 900 equate 200,000
900,000 no former constituency executive regional executives former appointees the current executives no mom ka county government appointees omo na kwa decide nto omo no be kwa decide no omo yi nipa no 5 omo yi nipa no 5 a na afei nyame adoma November 4 no omo yes was say no omo de beto abayi Frankatuni 4 no na afei de 200,000 yin na ebie kwan ato ho ama mo sem nkonkoto we multi party democracy we multi party democracy. This can never happen in the NDC in 2014 omo kofa bibi kura ba na efe universal adult suffrage say senka nenka wo NDC mu a wo ye branch executives here 9 constituency executives regional executives national executives former appointees na nka omo kwa akoto aba eyi frankatuni a omo na to aba but omo ye say che so obi bi o ye member na okuta membership card bia no wotimi to aba ma ne yeye ena ebinum ye se omo de bebo kro no enti omo timi kwose MPP for no ba register omo ba ye NDC apepa card ama omo edu parliamentary primaries a no omo na ba be yi candidate na NDC for who say no ankoye no mutwam but na NDC for system omo kura no branch executives constituency executives regional executives national executives former MPs ministers government appointees empenyimfo omo delegate no enti so omo to aba sa nipa we nyina to aba enye se ye koyi nkrofo bi so omo nko so ne so si amfa se memetie yi se me MPP ni na me wo vote na me delegate enka nipa me meto ma aba ma no ayada animo anase papa you also person be president because you want to be the flag bearer of MPP body agoto that's our mantra body se me candidate no a
ono de anka mento man
na se me nka sa 900
the billboards don't so same bunch
me number 1 choice adanimo
second adanimo de
yeah me number 1 me choice number 1 adanimo second brother first time in the history of Ghana obi tinkraha obi di body a na ya makola ono ne pension etimi di body ba ministries abeton
the good ties
yes evidence based it is a me candidate in San Crofo we ya na so mo call special delegate conference ye nyame adomo next month 26 na so mo antimi ameka nipa 5 no ho a how can I vote for my preferred choice? It means I will be forced to vote for somebody mempe. And this is not multi-party democracy.
Argentina, I'm 200 into the street. Then you have a choice.
That's the question.
Waste of time, waste of resources.
That is the question. Now, me the minimum say, the mission say, the best year.
Okay.
Some prefer kwakoto abeno. 70 to 80% ewa abeno. This 900 in Kwabena commerce no. 70 to 80% serve a normal benefit ewo Akufo-Addo Bawumia abeno.
Okay.
Abaso mo kwakoto no. Obi bia o support Bawumia bia no eprinity. And na bon say almost all the ministers, government appointees, MMDCs, obi eprinity, obi a person no so tena on the position ho because say adanimo anase alanchemate we near there will be a change within MPP. And that change will affect them. And to be also per continuation. And to per continuation there Bawumia. And the San Crofo nyina no support Bawumia. And San Crofo nyina so kan nipa 900 a kwa akoto saba no ho. Tu fi say fan aba ne beko. Omutu aba ne wiesu a the outcome of this results na beba no. A campaign message kese na yakoto aba nipa 10 ya select ya yi 5 ya try 5 agu 5 no Bawumia nya say Bawumia nya 100 alanchemante nya say alanchemante nya 50 Kofi Kunodo Praku nya say onya bia 1 Bawumia campaign so party mpenyimfo no kra former appointees ni current executives ni na kra say Bawumia
e send a signal
send a signal
meanwhile no send out chechem no dodo na ekoto no a benefit
wa ban mu benefit wa ban mu
and sounds so feed you yanka
that is it. And the sad way can never happen in the NDC.
Okay.
But MPP for me Utoma ye now original executives openly omuso omo ye Bawumia Bawumia kwa omo na lead Bawumia campaign omo na dane MC introduce Bawumia
for someone part of the electoral commission
on part of the electoral commission but the part or you're part of a regional executive structures no omo ase na hye to also anya part no and also a company ma Bawumia no alanchemate Kwabena e den na cheso be ni yema ya adwuma ma alanchemate alanchemate Kwabena free alanchemate supporters e betimi atena se as Ashanti regional party members I feel confident I feel comfortable say this a youth organizer will serve in the interest of alanchemate and the party. They won't. And everything is in place for Bawumia. Now, by the time where MPP for this or more presidential primaries, MPP will never be the same. It will never be the same. Now, on my transfer, you hear mom that question constitution more vie. I question constitution so there. If you are some case 2014 or more and one or more so almost say the same thing. And moi now so mama kwakra no me and almost decentralizing no and as agents mukra. It will be easier for them to be influenced, the delegate, this 900 delegate to be influenced.
Because Chrono say almost centralizing, but Bawumia and the team said they be
very good.
To original days.
And Argentina, Nipa and Chrono, you gonna see a practice a democracy. Yeah. Majority carry the votes.
Multiplicity, yeah.
Nipa and Nipa do and Equaquatwaba. 9 candidates say Nipa 900 they are not so. Because MPP to me a national delegate conference, it me the 5,000 go Cape Coast. Now no stadium where do was an them buy tens of thousands of them buy. Where 900? Yes. Sanipa 900 even a national theater. Omuko cry space be Rebecca. Airwork Stadium. Nipa 900. Nipa 900 Nipa 900 komo manager studio amakwa.
Studio had your
yes, omo manager. Nipa 900 amakwa.
Be better than ebiso.
Enti wenya dia den. Na yemfa 900 nyina mra. Na mo meto maba. Nipa nkron se yefua so. Bawumia nkwa se onfua so. Die ntia. Because that is the system one you created to rig the election in favor of Bawumia against all the other 9 aspirants. And to be a better say Bawumia and Tiasie. Bank very simple. MPP as a political party. NTM mobilize 900 delegates. Emma one place. Emma Twaba. NDC crime opposition. Ni part of them stadium to aba. MPP can omiso mo pa we dey upper MPP as a political party in case omuniska. Enti no monye sade. One person in the MPP will just wake up and say, so I'll pay for their TNT, I'll pay for their accommodation, I'll pay for their feeding, I'll pay for their stay. But MPP will not do that because it's part of the agenda for Bawumia. So almost say multi-party democracy as here 9 against 1. Na yam hwe be MPP for e de omo direction because say meeting e koso ye hwe nim say nyame adom enenko na wie no the party will issue a communique no match so after national executive council kotena say blah 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 yes na musie ni ye twen be kwa kusie na me de me ka kire yewura alankojo kire mate achitafo ene omo maka achitafo ne say mo ntena se emien form se kan enwa nanka the system plus the electoral commission in the MPP are all for Bawumia because James are not no person continue. When him say change ba say pe adiaye no. Boss Mansari him say change ba say pe adiaye no. Akwam ne ba mo say friend na apia hene. When him say change ba say pe
apia hene the son no MPP
Peter adiaye no. To be a pentoaso over national executives, constituency executives, all the government appointees, MMDCs, ministers, MPs no be a pentoaso.
Okay.
Ti no mo ta Bawumia. Momon trust o mon kasa. So I'm so more mema or Munkasa me and
that's not about so Mira Hunto Anna Ote Nenkano broadcast journalist astute one of that or here original about them who more bonajuma and you know no credit Ebeka Yamobi and Ken Casabua share and we refuse to be intimidated. So 1995 Akufo-Addo sorry Tia Gigi or Numpa free military I want intimate sorry I mean Yebe Fayano. All right, me introduce Mira Kwabena Mensah, a former parliamentary aspirant, Ablikuma West, NDC Demo. Na say press briefing because na who be here pa say you need me rabesha say free hodom, and I'm happy maybe a person or corner and kabum dear will be here. Mira, ya mo akwaba na pop say.
Na do minia be ma.
Ya de radio say.
Apombo ko de.
Yakopo adom radio de wa no be hwa ban no. All right, now, at the end of the course, so on the press briefing, at Tirambi in Ingomo.
Okay, me I na dream in Abema, me that Asidaka say near a better me man paying now on am council by 2025 or Begana my sin now so at Romano, a boom up, and my song of John Dramani Mama, baby, I'll be am to crack a city chow in a yawi. Sunset the old Nisono, and my purse of my gun, my own way, it is a super sabbatoso. A John Mani Buni, then your man fees uncle. Comfort is no money to me, and you're also. And Queen Baboon. I'm saying, no, my friend press say, as I say, me yet to about a coalition 2023 way. Your course silence, we are sharing my back community. Meanwhile, a contest here, any a bit more NDC more. Umun aspirants on course silence, you know. I might be Nanko Yama. Since a bit more how much into him, said no, so a national party, Nanka sent to me, and yam warm, be mensa, any year, any so I didn't be who say. Say, Nedja Edja Japadiamano. Nessa, when you say party, a good mount. Only say you Japadia, don't say I the papi be mawa. And you be a tour party, my so ye day. Uka party ni boom no party no do. As a party in a dom, yen soon nipa da send ye soon party. To me shade in a meeting say, after the election, you might be in a course so I break my west. A more party no chimney. It's after the election, me call my me selling some in Casa. Me shade the because region painful be frame and make a say a beam so Casa baby and ade. So that me shall ye peace no more to Abamano. If to me afraid ne chief for and I'm my letter say per se is Jacobi team because say the course na dey na me poll votes delegate and man to me nipa 656 at Abama me ko bi mensa na che say me di mu nti na wo say me to me enu ne ye ba ko na nka to me ye ma party ne ko nanim so say wonso mi na ni nipa but me twen about 2 months na chi mu say me ni aba ma no wati na ni ato so say party no ehun hia no ebia no fi so no kwa betumi aye sina metena me nkrofo mu di machi a mo to aba ma me bebe ni metena say we transfer vote we any osro su nkrofo akohia we ayese me hwa me say panyiti fie na o se hwemfa no ho a ebe to me bi na asem ba na chichi ni kom ntimi ntena se na asem ne den koto mi kom ntina wo say me frɛ me chifo na ade na ne party mpanyifo no ɛna abekuma west mpanyifo no hia na ɛka bom sɛ no me tu sana mo sɛ de ɛbɛ ya ye nua no mo so mo wo ya odie na de wo mumu no on bɛ hwɛ de akobi mensa aye hu no mo na ye etu hu akyɛ no makɔboa na yenya majority or parliament 2025.
Okay.
All right, so it's a good fit, and the best on cry. So, Obi or Prin Kabumuno or Yasumjini. Now to Sanamono, what from?
Oh, me to Sanamono, ABC, and then from Betma, and not person as me can send me my region for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I'm a Sansuma National 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's answer, oh, background,
but I'm sure so when I win winning.
Mina me winning.
But we are over 600 votes.
Yeah, 600 votes.
So no woman else of fraud because of the number following you. Why other than or transfer over? I'm not getting it.
Yes.
Some are to Abana so.
Yeah, to Abana, but me say in Cambo Ma.
Your friend is saying.
Your friend Kwado.
Ablekuma West.
Yes.
Orako Kwado. Nyaka certain thing. Let's and watching. I'm sure say what citizen shows you is done or because then
yes say omutunu for no channel pa no idea fi and pay all the platforms no ko form ebinum ho a na ebinum so ho a amudi na chira say minim de ebinum tumi edidi matem na de so me party hu do me na me do
na say more contest na say nkrofo edi mochi eno mobusu focus on meto etia no begina. You see, I think that we must advance in politics. Him say too internal when we are, you forget it. We rally together. You move for oh person de John Mahama aba. Now person de John Mahama aba. He say John Mahama bable kuma we say Amira. Obaka tell John Mahama say John Mahama eh. Betimia kami mi anu mabum. Ana John Mahama eh. I've disunited with my people. So owura kwa do we. Sanya Mira edin komo ye Kwabena men say edin komo enya kasa tentime. I don't see I think say he will call you. So let's
Minya de Kwabena say
who to person can be bia ma hunta can be
the person peniti ase.
Okay.
NDC is a congress.
Okay.
I'm sure so no as NDC ni no on party ni pa. Eye busua. Ya wutu abusua mu a. Nobody can take that right from you. So papa wumpo no bi ba bedi wad edi bedu papa dia. Sani pani be decide say wo obe neglect won hwe. Of papa japa de crunch ma bi so. But sani pani ni right so be push you from the or your family no.
In alienable.
Don't wait say nipa na no call contest na wa win no. One from Debbie. The party belongs to you.
Because it's here on no too frank.
The party belongs to you.
But he has the power
you
now.
Have a stake in the party.
And so he's taking our show through a press briefing.
You have the stake in the party. Set nipa ne be fro. Say nipa na fro. You want to tell me say Mahama and Kaseko ye adwuma man this awonye. Somebody with your influence. No, meba. Don't wait. Because you know nipa to be beneath him how to forgive. We just say akwa na be fro. No, ubo before be fro some be share na dey. You say talk for camera na twa grag so unity. But as a baller suja.
Asi no.
Kwane koye adwuma. Wo ba be ye wo kopri MP no na buta ni say NDC as a political party be win Ablekuma. Eye West seat. Na NDC a win presidential. And it's a okay you still hold on to that vision to be making sure say the party never winning. But that's my point.
No, your point is not bad. It is fantastic. 100% me support it. Minimum step be a so recent to be done. Say what person in the Bishia Kukum Nani no go a step further. In 1 minute
and 1 day.
1 minute. And it's not as a run and friend. Besides,
now
on one anymore post and so no friend or no friend.
Now, if we say NDC mo or more back company, Mahama Yana Penasem.
And then you mean
is that what you think?
And you mean
if we say NDC or more back on this Santimo, I call to Obama Mahama no, Umunyana Mahama. It goes beyond personality. This is a party matter. This is about victory. Say me ba send this here winning powers is here. Now say this is position. You as a former aspirant, would you need that parliamentary candidate to endorse you before Obakwakunya appointment?
No.
So what are you talking about?
Minya be me say minya honto wakasa. Minya em say me transition no. Na omo boa kwakwado 2020 gidi omo onu mu de boa no after 2020 election obi ati ato ena nyame adom maybe start my campaign no na me resources a me fi say ebe boa ma yetume de win power me trade din asanya na din na ma no okay se sanet here na se bi kafra so obi yesofo na ne fiefo nyini ne fiefo ampana otuntu na mokokuru na bontifo gini tum inti me pick up sinadi na no me brande say rescue Ghana now Mahama inti me who say all the resources are me wan can me be rescue city no Abekuma West ediama me ho ankoba so me fi say me be bo kwakwado no esa I say be ahanta ne dwanti ni team ni na dwen so me ba na ya trans ya kan ho abom ebinum a sabi kafra ebinum a omo sem fatampo to me di bi matembo ne camp but ehun po fa me ho ma trans sem say no papa ne ye no party mu chiche yen secretary wo ho ene yen chama obiara like imache men trans na mama en lusu vote or Abekuma West nti I was say metumi eye press conference say me fro papi and I say me from na womra ye no omu na bebre na mba no party no don't see. It's as a party number community. I was some year the May be a man paying John Dramani Mahama. A bit my own man paying 2025. And I make I know say Sequado so po me may campaign a man.
That is it.
Some young man,
some no work cannot.
Some young man no could do parliament on some qua or do her on
right.
That is it.
Kobe.
And to me, Mekume Mudia,
Kobe. Your campaign.
So I see I only from toward the same page. And the don't see honor. I think that me mum dear, me my more.
More point.
Oh, we support 100%. Make actually some support 100%. But the point that I'm to make can say, Siciano, in as much as I say Papa no party, man. O run on so Vanajo Muhammad Timba because no if it's not showing that seriousness
many I promise you move because Papa ni ya or ye time you support Busitan on each say or anti mama omuni ni ekoye
enti even before me be election who was arguing party to serve.
Yes,
serve the party.
Maybe Cheska. Eti hunto misro for 2 minutes. Wrap up, mamma. Me Cheska.
Ne kra me de na dem di wie ni say. Penya ka che say asante eninkaye. Je say asante nkan. Nanso ene eye otumfo ahene na nanom hene. Am ye hu say for the first time asante kan. Otran nim to say Muhammad ye obeya mampeni no ye bi ma asante man. We be boabo papa putu juma ya ma asante for kan e bi ni ketia market ne kaka ho ni mo no ankasa die mu anka peni se okrompete di na mo bi ka no o mu krompete we die dompeni kura wa mene wanya hwe amfa ama wo mo enti for the first time asante kan ti me nana no bo na bas ne mom adesede amede beto wo hini na busuafo no ono ankasa se won hwe ne hu yie abusuafo mo mani nko no ho pa na saasi mi wakokai eye musuo kese ene wabo asante memu na ye bete mobro ade agu no so o mo medi na atem de bedi na atem won hwe na didie mu ye won hwe na na montuo mu ye na nipa bonifo nya na obedi ne boni asem no kura wa
so thank you. Now at this point, ladies and gentlemen, me tete say ye nya nkrofo a sika no a me che wo mu no akodro momo account mo da wallet na su ana make a choice CMG sika chede promo no ye enye se bosrem kasem o ye nunu ye ho nsre ya memma ye nsinsu mansa na ye ham ye nim ye ka anu an star 413 hash no was select Accra FM MTN so follow prompt no stake as many times as possible ye ne characters unit of national lotteries obehu anakpa 500 that way so 1000 that way so. Can you imagine some of the 5 cities as take na 1000 aba na 500 aba me see a chiro say ye 2 million ye be chire ni si eti citizen show ana awasugusu a utie na hwe abefo kwantempo so Facebook Accra 100.5 FM ya bodem eno chire wa adwani e Kojo Samuel ha Ebenezer Otinkran e ha Frank Mensa e ha a lot of guys adwani e Facebook ye hwe say ye ne wono a edi sikache CMG sikache de promo ni bi ye verify ni hello apaje na ye fra say na u fa
aso fra me Jonathan me kasa fa
me pacho wa hwe o momo ni so
patai
wa hwe o momo ni so
patai
asu
pacho asu
gidi CMG sikache de promo no wo si asu gidi na utwa sen
mi chan 5 cedi mi chan ba ko pe
ai o kwa so de way na ye ni wachi utwa no ba ko pe ana sika he wo de 5 cedis try ana sika he na begu phone sesi a
500 cedi
o bua 500 Ghana cedis
500 Ghana cedis.
Wow. And then I catch CNG.
Oh, me don't want to papa so for the promo ya ba.
Akwen kwama ya da na dui. Na eti sika na just on kwa na be fa na say me am interview so ne kra kra dey say.
Me try to
All right. That means now. Yeah. Well, my first one. Yes, Cheska Bim. Hello.
Hello.
Mira, now who didn't design wadama also ujina potting.
That's the first CC. High Street, Bank of Ghana.
Oh.
In fact, my senior come is in a party. And that means so. That's around for something.
That's right.
Ansah, I didn't say
Kaish. A gentleman.
The selfish and I mean, you want to be sending Mama and his sister. You answer. Because
Hey.
And I only do 5 cities.
So how many times?
4 times.
You did it 4 times. 80-20 Ghana. I know they 500 cities. 80 me bacho eye ntro libi ana laba me entie wanu masem. Enye ntro. Enti dey na aka kire obi a.
I don't know anybody.
E dey na obeka kire obi a CMG sikache dey promo your person wey be.
Oh, they can continue because I only here study so. I'm
Okay. Mr. Obi and 2 now, man, for 4. Now drive the coffee safely. Okay, me that's it. Yeah, for. And then, me Jessica, me Chobi. Hello. And now come on there. Ontias here. CMG, you know what's here? 5 cities pay. Sika in abe good phones here. Sika in abe good phones. Who are you? Me dem was studio. Nka abe wa eche mi bi wa.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Wow. Mati eti na chese ene usika ode kwa dai.
Oh, me a businessman. Me di ni na so for la go me taxi mu. Me taxi. We dey ya me share.
Okay. Yes, yeah, that's it. So that is what it is. Now once enye ntro, I mean na unim say ochire so no ye be say achiska etino monko so a entwa mesremu a star 413 hash na wa select Accra FM no wa follow ni aka no wa to say ne awoye bia mobile money ni ebisa questions no wa follow mesra untimi nkenkan a oba betimi ayama eno an say ye phone ubehu a ye rafo no na wudi a na kire say ababeto wa yim enti enye libilibi enye labalaba. And the reason why we say oman mo yedint so as part of our corporate social responsibilities, what you say ya Ghana National Lotteries ya ka abatre ho wa ya kan tuma ba no Caritas unit ya discover show bottom oh na say ya nya ne say miura ene mo be yedin pa. All right, I'm not sure say abrewa ebe you puma kwemu time for us to draw the curtains. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is what time will permit us. We had a wonderful time. We are making way for the 6 o'clock news bulletin here on Accra 100.5 FM. This is definitely your number uno show, the Citizen Show. Idin Nana Otu Dako, Metana my commander Boham Kwabena, Bobie Ansah. Many times to the production crew. We rock where we are, what's up, baby? And it's Kwame Kwache, what's up, baby? Eugene, when I'm my share, I want for Quantum on Facebook, so yeah. You know, we didn't come off from the MPP. One more, a free, my nom to train come off. You know, more CMG Sika schedule promo. You had 2 journals to try. I'm an okay say 1,005 was soon. I'm going there. And finally, you know, I'm joining on Facebook. Look, we are thankful. But we just want to remind you that in heaven there is no beer. Let's go! That's why. That is why. Hey!
From when will the going right to heaven? All our friends will be drinking.
in every decision you make. Baby, I am a slow Kaigana Kane. I say MPP Batu Ghana, NDC Batu Ghana. So in every decision, think of Ghana first. Be more Ghanaian than an NDC. Be more Ghanaian than an MPP. It's a Ghana an MPP and NDC baby. This is definitely the voice for the voiceless. I am the gatekeeper of the nation. Michia Alhaji Seidu Agongo. Baby will be a Michiano Papa. Papa and Pom to say, the baby fee, Bibia Bear, come out. Why? They will make out say, Yankopo Yaduma, or China, she am about 6:30. She am was CTV. Mondays to Fridays. I'm winning no CTV, a Cry FM TV station. Into Ocean, a Cry FM, right now, here. Kokoma, Didima, Winya Croboforma, Accra FM, number 1 FM, Class FM, CTV, Ninja Class Media. All right, thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nano Chudako with my production team. We are out. Bye.